Hi, I'm Daniel from ligo.co.uk and this is the VTech PS1350 cordless phone. While smartphones are the norm for pretty much everyone nowadays, there are still people out there who use home phones, probably including you since you're watching this video. VTech are probably better known in the UK for their baby monitors, but they're a big deal in the US for their home phones, and they're looking to crack into the UK market with a whole range of new models. The PS1350 is one of the more premium phones in their new lineup, but is it any good? Let's take a closer look. Let's begin with a look at the design of the PS1350. Now, most cordless phones aren't the most exciting pieces of tech, and the PS1350 isn't looking to reinvent the wheel here, but I have to say, compared with a lot of other phones, it definitely looks quite nice. It has a sleek, modern aesthetic, so it wouldn't look out of place in a home or office environment. And the handset itself is quite slim, so it fits nicely in the hand, not uncomfortable for longer calls. The handset has a 2.4-inch color display screen. It's increasingly rare to see color screens in home phones, so good to have here, as it makes navigating the menus and seeing caller information at a glance that little bit easier. I quite like the base unit as well. It's got a smaller footprint than most cordless phone bases, so it's going to take up less space wherever you're choosing to place it. I'm not so keen on the gloss finish, which I find tends to pick up fingerprints like nobody's business, but I do like the rubberized buttons here. Most cordless phone bases have individual buttons, but I think the rubberized ones are a bit easier to use and press. I'll come on to this later in the video, but the PS1350 has an integrated answer machine. The screen for that to show you when you've got a new message is located here in the middle of the controls. As for sound quality, I was pleased with this as well. VTech actually make BT's phones for them, so this is comfortably on a par with those if you're familiar with them. We did experience a little bit of tinniness when turning the loudspeaker all the way up to the maximum volume, but other than that I thought it performed well. It also has a volume booster mode, which can be used to make the phone even louder for the hard of hearing. Not quite as loud as some models designed specifically around this feature, but it's nice to have here. As a decked phone, the standard numbers apply here when it comes to range, up to 50 meters indoors and up to 300 meters outdoors, although that would only be if you had a clear line of sight. The PS1350 can be expanded up to 4 handsets in total, so you're able to dot those around your home as you need them, and only the base needs to be plugged into the phone line. I have tested this with a repeater and it's not repeater compatible, so if you need something with a bit more range, you might want to look at one of the phones we sell that are repeater compatible to get up to double the range. As I mentioned earlier, it has a built-in answer machine with capacity for up to 60 minutes of recorded messages. That's very generous, as some of the other models I reviewed have as little as 17 minutes recording time. It is the norm for most modern cordless phones to have an answer machine built in, but the ample recording time is certainly a plus here. It also has some nuisance call blocking features with the ability to block up to 1200 individual numbers, which is loads more than the likes of Gigaset offer you, as well as being able to block specific area codes or all unknown calls. It also has an answer machine with 1000 number capacity, again quite a lot more than you'd find on the average cordless phone. And finally, the PS1350 performs really well when it comes to battery life. The handset offers up to 22 hours of talk time and up to 250 hours of standby time, which should be more than enough for most people. So there we have it, the VTech PS1350, a stylish modern home phone that performs very well as an all-rounder. If you've got any questions or comments about this product, pop them below this video, and to get your hands on one of these for yourself, head over to ligo.co.uk.